Yes, indeed. I have been waiting quite a long time for a topic of this magnitude to be dropped right into my claws, actually. And that is the topic that's been floating around the internet recently, and that is the Metroid movie, a live action Metroid movie starring Brie Larson as Samus Aran, to be exact. So, I am really excited to be talking about this movie with you guys and what might or might not be done with it. After all, they're just talking about it right now. If you want, you can go online and look up some of the articles that people have written about the possibility of a live action Metroid movie with Brie Larson as, Samus Aran herself. Now, this is pretty interesting. I'm not going to hold you guys up too much, so I guess we could start by, of course, doing my whole thing. So, if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing, and if you like the content seen in today's video, then be sure to hit that like button and notification bell. That way, you will indeed be notified for any awesome videos much like this in the future. So, without having an exceedingly long intro, we're just going to jump right in to what my opinion is and what I think is going to be done or won't be done with this awesome Metroid movie that they're talking about. So when I say I am on board with the idea of a live-action Metroid movie starring Brie Larson, I am quite literally on board. I mean, I am jumping on Samus Aran's ship and riding it over to the showing of Metroid, the movie. Anyway, with all jokes aside, I am really quite excited for this to be appearing up on social media. Now, this is specifically a video talking about how I feel about the movie and, just my personal thoughts and opinions on what's going to go down with this Metroid movie. I don't think per se that it's a movie that will be released anytime soon, but that's not saying that it won't ever get released. It's just Nintendo has a lot of other characters that are more popular than Samus and Metroid that they can make movies about. So, not saying that they won't ever do it, but I don't think this is a movie that will happen anytime soon. Now, as for the casting of Brie Larson as Samus Aran, and this is just my opinion on Brie Larson. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I know that the kind of backlash that Brie Larson receives on a day-to-day basis due to her kind of controversial and political interests, she has a very different view than the rest of us, which is, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I think the way she deals with it is, not warranted. I don't personally think that Brie Larson is a bad person. I just think she does a lot of controversial things that end up, scarring her reputation. But here again, I do not think she's a bad person. I just think she has a very controversial view on things that a lot of people disagree with. Anyway, she is quite a nerd. As you looked at the feed during the time of October of last year when they were releasing Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Nintendo Switch, she was quite adamant that she was really excited for the release of Luigi's Mansion 3. And David Bauer actually reached out to her and actually talked to her about her, interest in Luigi's Mansion 3. And this also sparked up a topic on the Metroid movie. Now, Brie Larson um, did talk to Bowser about, portraying Samus in the movie, and I thought this was really interesting because Brie Larson already, portrayed Samus kind of. She was attending a couple of Halloween events, as you tend to do on Halloween, and she was dressed up as Samus Aran wearing her blue skin tight Zero suit, and she looked really good in it. Definitely a lot of people thought that she looked great in the Zero suit. Um, anyway, about her, portraying Samus in a full, 2 hour, 3 hour movie, I think that might get a little, kind of turn off a bit. Um, but I hope that they don't go the lines of what they did with the Metroid the Other M, where everything that comes out of Samus's mouth is the baby, the baby, the baby, the baby. I can even play a full, compilation if you wanted, just to, show you how irritating and how many times she says the baby. So if she is talking, you kind of have to make her talk. If it is a movie, it can't be a silent movie. But if, we did have Brie Larson, talking, Samus is talking and everything like that, talking to other characters. Please, Nintendo, no the baby nonsense. We don't want to hear it. But anyway, I think that this movie is promising. I'm really glad that they're talking about it, and I'm hoping that it gets on the actual table and they start working on it because I think this is a really cool idea. Me being a Metroid Prime fan myself, growing up with the Metroid Prime trilogy, I think that this would be a really cool action-packed movie, and I'm on board with it. I think that Brie Larson already being a fan would bring a lot more character to Samus as a whole, and I think that because she's already a fan, it would lead Brie Larson to act a lot harder. It would leave her to act a lot harder, trying to make this character the best version of itself that she can do. And I think that that's the reason why she's a great choice. Already being a fan of Nintendo franchises, I think that this would leave, Brie Larson to actually do the best job she can to make sure that this character is the best version of itself on the big screen. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care and have a great night or day whenever you're watching this.